it's me, Asifa Lahore, Britain's first out Muslim drag queen. If you want to see more videos by me, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification just so you're up to date with all new videos. 1, 2, 3.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Hey everyone, it's me, Asifa Lahore, back with my bestie Sergio.
Hi! Where have you been, Asifa?
I'm so sorry, I've been basically away in Pakistan, hence the delay in this Drag Race review.
We've been missing you.
But the good thing is, you're not only going to get one Drag Race review, you're going to get 2 Drag Race reviews.
Kind of.
But before we go into that, you're probably thinking Asifa and Sergio.
Yeah.
So last year we both went to Pakistan to attend one of my cousin's weddings, and my oldest auntie, Aunt Rashida, she got us these matching t-shirts. She got my name right. She knew how to pronounce Sergio's name. She didn't obviously know how to spell Sergio's name. So Sergio. So episode 6, we're just going to give you highlights for today, okay? Because we're literally putting this into this.
Yeah.
We love putting big things into small things.
We love it. We're experts at it.
Exactly. Okay, so last episode, we saw the elimination of Ariel, which I thought was very deserved.
Whatever sound that she's made. You know that sound's gone viral.
What one? Ah!
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's gone viral. I'm like, what?
Girlfriend fell. Girlfriend fell. Girlfriend fell.
Fell hard.
Fell hard. And for someone who, wanted to prove herself as a performer, she fell.
Yeah.
I felt sorry for her.
Yeah. Why do I feel that fell is like a metaphor? You're like, she fell.
She fell, baby. Yeah. She fell. Okay, so what did you think of the mini challenge?
I loved this mini challenge. Galesthetics, love Connie. I want to go for a class like that. Why does our gym have one of those?
Do you know what I mean?
We would be there every day.
Do you reckon I should just go down to the local gym and just open like an aerobics class for drag queens? Led by drag queens.
I think we should.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
So Love Connie was. I think the queens saw it as an opportunity to just like
have fun,
and also like showcase their talent.
Yes.
And just really, it felt a bit like peacocking. They were all like going, look how good I am.
Yes.
Which I really liked.
I love a good peacock.
Love a good peacock. The bigger the better.
Yes.
Who did I love in that mini chat? Silky, obvs, because a fat girl eating whilst doing exercise is
stun.
It's me in the gym.
Stun.
I love Brooklyn because Brooklyn, Brooklyn's a queen.
Yes.
And she was doing the high kicks and the flicking. And Akira, I just love Akira. There's just something so charming about Akira.
Yeah.
Who did you like?
Plastique. Funnily enough, for once she actually showed a bit of personality.
Yeah. Well, I think she's just so focused on being pretty that there's nothing else. Yeah. As much as I love pretty and I love an Asian queen. Yeah. She's no Jujubee. She's no Manila.
Yeah. So the winners of the mini challenge are
Plastique and Akira.
Yeah, and they go on to choose teams in order to compete in Drag Olympics. Can I just say that main challenge was everything.
It was so good.
I love the fact that they had dialogue from previous seasons and previous contestants. I was just loving it.
Yeah. It works so well. It's one of those mini challenges that you just don't. Whoever writes these things deserves a medal because you just don't expect it.
No.
And having them roll around, doing all these routines. I don't know. It was just.
I love the commentary by Michelle Visage and
Adam Ribbon.
Oh, he's so fit.
Is he hairy, Caesar?
No, I think he's smooth down there, and I think he'd get licked out.
You think?
Oh, I know so.
Okay, who did you love in Team Turkmenistan? Again, pun. Turkmenistan.
There you go. And for someone who is from Pakistani heritage, that is an amazing one. I thought Akira killed it. I thought Silky killed it. Those were the 2 that stuck out for me in that one.
Evie was really good.
Yes, Evie. Look, I've talked about my disability on these reviews. I'm visually impaired, and I just love a queen who doesn't allow her disability to get in the way of her expression and her drag, and she's amazing, and I love her. Yeah. Such an inspiration.
And it doesn't seem to get in the way of her as a person, full stop.
No.
She pushes, she perseveres, and it's a part of her, it isn't all of her.
Exactly.
And that's powerful.
Exactly, I agree.
Yeah, we need stories like that. In the other team, Glamzonian, whatever they were called, That was car crash.
Very car crash. I mean, for me, I think Vanjie just stole the show in that one. Vanjie just stole the show. Miss
Vanjie.
So for me, Vanjie just killed it. Everyone else just kind of was just there.
Yeah, truth. Plastic, which is... She just kind of disappeared into the background.
Raja, the supposed dancer, just kind of was there.
There's just such a bitterness to Raja. You know, like, everything that, you know, she's confronted by, it's an attack on her.
Yeah.
And it's just... Oh.
There's a massive acidity there, which I don't like.
So acerbic, yeah.
So we then move on to the runway, and the theme of the runway is...
All that glitters, right?
Yes, and in particular, gold.
Gold. They'll come out and go,
do you like my eyeshadow?
It's cute. Where'd you get it from?
You.
Oh, very good. Who was your favourite look?
Runway. I think, okay, so the queens that stuck out for me were Plastique, Evie. Evie just killed it. Scarlett, I thought looked really, really good. I'm surprised she got red.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked
Nina West.
Yes. Because, you know, a good... Did you remember reading Asterix?
Yes.
It reminded me of like an Asterix
Yes,
character.
it was very Asterix, yes.
I didn't really... Like, I get what they say about the proportions.
Yeah.
But this was a character.
I thought it was purposely done in order for it to be top heavy.
Yeah, well, exactly, because of the whole opera singer, because the opera singer is so fat that she, you know, ends the show. Yeah. I do feel that sometimes the show gets so caught up on a specific type of drag.
Yeah.
You know, the fishy drag, the beautiful drag.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
But it's not the only type of drag.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Rupaul and Michelle live in this little cocoon of stunning.
Yeah.
That they expect every drag queen to follow that format, and it's just, you know, there are other things out there.
Exactly.
You know, and they're kind of like, it's like they're draining the campiness out of Nina. Just let her be, man.
Just let her be. Okay, so the winner of the challenge is
A'keria.
Yeah. And obviously A'keria's team win the Drag Olympics, deservedly.
She looked like a golden eagle floating.
Yes.
And she was amazing on that challenge.
Stunning.
That face. Oh, love
her. Stunning. And the bottom two of the other team were
Raja and Scarlett.
Which I have to say I thought was really unfair. Okay, Scarlett isn't the best dancer, but to be in the bottom I thought was a bit harsh.
No, I don't think she deserved to be in the bottom because she really tried.
Who would you have had in the bottom besides Raja? Vanjie.
I would have had Vanjie.
I would have had Vanjie too.
And yeah, I would have had Vanjie simply because of her runway.
Her runway was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad, honey.
Because I don't... Like, when I think of their Maxi challenge, none of them really stood out.
Yeah.
And if I am to judge on runway... Vanjie's was worse than...
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Yes, Scarlett was just pretty.
Yeah.
But, you know, I quite like that point of view. It suited her.
Yeah.
Whereas... Vanjie, like, it was misshapen, like her hip pads was...
There was no theme to it, it was just... Again, she's been read for leotards and...
Over and over.
Anyway, let's move on. So the lip sync song was Last Chance by Donna Summer. And can I just say that is an amazing song to lip sync to?
She was a homophobe for a while, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah, she was.
And then what happened?
I think she...
Saw the light.
Well...
She saw the gays, and the pink pound.
Yeah.
So, can I just say, that's an amazing song to lip sync to. I actually thought Scarlett was better than Raja.
Are we being biased because we prefer Scarlett overall? But I think she did a better job.
Yes, I agree.
I like the tricks, and you know the whole, she's not a dancer, but she's an entertainer.
She is an entertainer, and I feel more entertained by watching her than I do Raja.
I get put off. I know it's a reality TV show, and you know the confessionals and the drama adds to it, but she believes what she's saying.
Very
you know, like when
so,
she was going on about Evie smelling because Evie told her off.
Yes.
It's like, baby girl, where are you going?
Exactly.
So
No. So the queen eliminated this episode was Scarlett Envy.
Oh, that broke my heart.
I'm sad. I don't think she deserved to go. I think she had the better lip sync than Raja. Do you think she's coming back this season?
No. There's 15 queens. We're like, there's still 9 queens left. That's too many, man.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're not bringing anyone back.
I was very sad to see her go. There was such a likability. She's a pretty queen. She's pretty as a boy. There's just something so likable about her that I love. She's so endearing.
And she was good television.
Yeah.
So anyway, end of this episode.
End of episode 6. Let's go on to episode 7. So we are back for the review of episode 7 of season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. That was an amazing episode.
It was so good.
That was so good.
Whoever's writing these things deserves a medal.
Oh, well, an Emmy Award, I'd say. Again.
So it starts off, they come back, and
Scarlett's just been eliminated.
That broke my heart.
And Raja's just been evil.
She is salty. What is wrong with her? Like, she woke out of bed in the wrong side. She hasn't eaten well. She's just angry.
What, every single week of every single episode she's woken up the wrong side of bed?
Honey. Maybe she doesn't like the mattress in that hotel room.
Honey.
Because it's just like, I just don't get why she's so bitter.
And negative. Every single thing is negative, but I don't like her. I don't like what she did.
And it's the whole, we don't need to read this message.
Yeah, didn't like that.
And it's like, the woman's gone. Allow her moment.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't like it. Don't get it.
Do you know what it is? When people feel threatened or when they're insecure, it comes out in negativity, I find.
Yes.
And I do... Oh, hello, I got a text message. And I do find that is what happens.
Yeah. Because if you weren't threatened, you wouldn't go to that place where, you're confronted. And
not just that, but you're putting the other person down for no reason.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I think she's a good queen. Yeah, she's cute. I like, her point of view, but because she's so negative, it takes away from her.
Yeah. So we move on. Obviously, it's a brand new day.
Yay.
And the queens, well, they walk in. I was about to say they walk in, but except for one, bless her.
Oh, she hobbles in.
Evie oddly hobbles in because in the previous episode she had a bit of a
leg injury.
And obviously we all know about her disability, but she still is feisty.
She plods on.
And she plods on.
And she makes a joke about it.
Exactly. What did you think of the mini challenge? Actually, shall we tell them what the mini challenge was?
Yeah, please tell me what the mini challenge was.
So the mini challenge was all about the boobies. It was all about the boobies.
I think mine have been yours.
And it was essentially a potato sack race.
Just showcasing the boobies.
In slow motion.
I absolutely loved it. I think we'd be really good at that.
I think we'd both be very good. Shall we do it again?
Oh,
and now jiggle.
Jiggle.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I've lost a few kilos.
Yes.
I really liked it. Again, the more bosomy queens are amazing.
Yes. Oh, Silky killed it. Nina West killed it.
I think Silky loves having titties.
Yes. Wouldn't you? Well, don't you?
I do. Anyway, Silky was really good.
Yeah.
Nina was amazing.
Yeah.
Who else? Poor Evie at the back, shaking it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she was really good.
Sugar killed it.
Yeah. It was just a fun, easy challenge.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It was really, really good. And I think deservedly, Sugar and Nina won.
Yeah, rightly so.
Exactly.
It's nice to see Sugar, winning something.
Yes, I actually feel that Sugar's kind of coming out, or not literally, but you know what I mean. She's coming out of her shell and doing a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally
like
get
that.
About
that.
We get to see a bit more of each queen.
Exactly.
Which I like.
We do indeed. So after the mini challenge, the Maxi challenge is announced, and basically, it's a design challenge, and Ru brings in lots of raw vegetables, lots of organic vegetables, and the idea is to use the vegetables from the farm to create, New York Fashion Week eleganza.
And it was a bit like Project Runway. It was like an unconventional challenge.
Yes.
And
which I liked, I have to say.
I really liked.
Yes.
And, I would have been like Sugar, just eating.
Yes. The strawberries.
Let me eat it for inspiration.
I think I would have also ate the corn.
I would have eaten
I love corn.
Oh. It looked like, I'm getting hungry now.
Yeah.
So
RuPaul comes back into the workroom and basically goes around asking queens about themselves and also who they'd like to send home. Now, during those conversations, who stuck out for you, Sergey?
Evie.
Yes. What stuck out to you about that conversation? Was it the disability?
Yes. And listen, we all have things that confront us, and she wasn't letting it get to her, and that is really commendable, because I think we as people we get so caught up in the pain.
Yes.
But life goes on.
Totally. And you know what? As well as obviously she's not allowing her disability to get in the way of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
But you also get a sense that she's not allowing her disability to get in the way of her life.
Yeah. She's very aware of that there is a finite amount of time.
There was something really, really, really authentic, and I was really touched by that when she said, there is going to be a day when I'm going to have to give up drag.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to come down kicking and screaming down the runway, regardless of however long I've got. And that really touched me. And I mean, I'm visually impaired, and I really get, how disability can affect you.
No, of course. And it's humbling to come across people who, regardless of their struggles, are still persevering and are still living their best lives, or attempting to, and that's powerful. And then you have people who are just throwing others under the bus just for the sake of. A la Raja O'Hara.
What other conversations did you feel really stuck out between Ru and the girls?
I know you're going to disagree with this, but I think Ru having a moment with Plastique, and just saying, Plastique, where is this lack of personality coming from? We want more. And I thought the bit that was really beautiful, and again, I think it resonates with a lot of children from ethnic families, where there is that struggle to be open about your sexuality with your family.
Yeah.
And you kind of live this dual life.
Yes.
There is that sense of
I really felt her when she said
I really felt that, and because it's something that we've experienced.
Yeah.
There's that home person, and then there's the outside person.
Yeah.
And it's finding that middle ground.
Yes.
And, some people never
find that middle ground, or they go through life sort of living the dual life, and it really impacts them where they feel they're being expressive, but actually because there's this part where they're hiding.
There's a separation.
There's a massive separation, and you really do see that in Plastic. Look, you said that I was going to disagree. I don't disagree about the conversation.
No.
I really liked...
Well, that's what I was alluding to.
When she was talking about, how essentially her not being herself within her own family compound, she felt she had to diminish herself, really.
Yeah.
And I get that. I mean, there were times in my life where I had to do that. And to a certain extent, I mean, I've just come back from visiting from Pakistan. There were moments where I couldn't be entirely my camp self.
You held back.
There were times when I held back. Yes, exactly. So I really get that.
Yeah. I was more referring to the fact that, the storyline aspect. But we'll get into that.
We'll get into that a bit later, yeah.
I thought that was, it felt cathartic for her.
Yes.
Just letting those tears out. But it takes balls, and it does take balls. Your family doesn't know, or your family knows, but there's a limitation, and here you are pursuing your dream.
Exactly.
And
this isn't just dreams in some dingy little bar or club. This is dreams in front of the entire world.
Yeah, that takes a lot of strength, and you don't have personality. She has personality. It's just, it isn't as showy as...
I say the Silkies of this world.
The Silkies of the world.
Talking of which, when RuPaul have conversations with Brooklyn and Silky, for example, I sort of sensed there was a defensiveness from both Brooklyn and Silky, where... I don't know if guards are the right word, but there definitely was something where they weren't letting their entire personality shine out. And actually saying that, I think Silky got a bit defensive.
Oh yes, I think with Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn. There's a measuredness.
Yes.
Where she is polished.
Yes.
She has a Chad Michael quality about her.
Yes.
But she knows she's giving it all.
Yes.
And to be told, you know what, you have it.
Yeah.
But I think in that moment there was a sense of, okay, what else?
What else do you want me to do?
But you know, the pageant queen in her came out. She's like, you know what, I'm prepared to listen.
Yes.
But yeah, there was still that sense of, you know, reservedness.
Yes, and with Silky there was this, you know, when she was pinpointed for just relying on her personality.
Yes.
You instantly saw the walls going up and the defensiveness. It was like, I am doing this. I am, you know, she was becoming a bit guarded and a bit defensive, and maybe, it was very interesting to see.
This isn't like, you know, psychology 101, but maybe, you know, all of her life, you know, maybe she's been confronted and she's relied on the personality.
Maybe, yeah.
We all have those guards that we pull out.
Trump cards.
You know, sometimes, you know, we razzle dazzle.
Yes.
Because it's our defense card.
Yeah.
And maybe she was like, maybe she was confronted by him saying, okay, you use personality.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. We're at
Can
the
you
stage...
actually do looks?
Exactly.
Can you do more?
Exactly. And it's really interesting because we're at this stage where it is really make or break.
It really is.
This episode spent a lot of time with the queens, like individual queens, and we got to know them a bit better. And, you know, we're getting at this point now where the front runners maybe might be pulling away a bit.
Yeah.
You know, and different personalities are emerging.
Well, we're developing, you know, a connection
with
these queens.
Exactly. Okay, so we then move on from the conversations with RuPaul, and the queens are whisked away to the runway, and we're told, oh, there's a mystery surprise guest who will choreograph them, and it turns out to be none other than...
Alyssa Edwards.
Oh, Alyssa. I love Alyssa.
Razzle-dazzling in all her...
She looked stunned.
She looked amazing. That hair, that wig was everything.
Stunned.
That outfit, oh. It's just quintessential. Quintessential. Isn't it quintessential?
That's what I just said, and that's what you just said.
Yeah, quintessential. Whatever. Quintessential Alyssa.
Exactly.
She looks stunning.
Always and forever, Alyssa Edwards.
Can you tongue Bob? Oh, there she is. I can't. I sound like a chicken. So she comes out, and it was like a runway, like, seminar.
Yeah, and it was fun.
It was.
And do you know what was fun about it? Is they obviously know how to walk a runway, each and every one of them.
course.
But it was like, let's take time out from the competition. Let's bring Alyssa in for a bit of light relief. And it was fun.
It was. I like how throughout the season we're seeing queens come back.
Yes.
So, you know, we had Ginger Minch as Trump.
Yes.
I can't remember any others, but those are the, you know, and then obviously.
Well, I remember the first episode was full of like returning queens, but I like the fact that this season, I agree with you, littered with, you know, the alumni.
Yeah, there's like a nostalgia element to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that.
Okay, so then we move on to the runway, and the theme for this runway is...
From farm to runway!
Yes! What did you think of the looks?
What did I think of the looks? I thought they were really creative.
Yeah.
I thought some... Do you know what? There weren't any that I really disliked.
Yeah.
You know, like, I thought, you know, it was impressive what they achieved. My faves would be... But first, let's talk about those that really stepped up. I thought Vanjie was really good.
Vanjie was amazing, yes.
You know, she was like, throughout this episode, she was like, I need to give them more.
Yes.
Something different.
Yes.
And I think she did.
Yes.
I think Nina stepped away from, you know, that silhouette that she's always using.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a bit more curvaceous.
Yeah.
I think she still needs to extend those hip pads, because she is a tall woman.
Yes.
But I thought she looked really good.
Yeah.
The ones that I really liked were the Evie. Plastique was really beautiful. You know, I thought it was really detailed. Who else did I like? I thought Silky looked really good.
Yes, yeah. She did. She looked really,
there was
really
no
good.
one that I thought was eh.
Well, talking of the bad runways, I think Raja O'Hara was bad. Like, you know, in comparison to everyone else.
Yes.
There wasn't that... she didn't blow me away.
No.
As did, you know, Akira, I thought was on the lower end.
Her story about, like, I'm like the tree, this is like the bar. Do you remember when Kennedy Davenport came out? She was like, I imagine after like a bad hook in Crystalline.
I don't see you out there walking children in nature.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had to get that out. So,
Yeah.
you know.
It was just very like, just threw it out there. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I know you worked on this, but baby girl, that looks rough.
It looked rough. And she looked rough. And there was no chest.
Yeah, no.
You know, which, you know, for drag queen proportionizing and all that. Yeah, I mean, for me, who stuck out? Brooklyn stuck out for me. Silky stuck out. Evie and Plastique. I think they were my top 4. So, the judges deliberate. And then, the winners of this week's challenge, or the winner of this week's challenge is...
Plastique.
Plastique.
And this is where I want to go back to my initial point, where, you know, about the production element of the show.
Yes. So you said that I wouldn't agree with, with
Plastic
narrative and suddenly having personality.
Yeah.
Look, my issue is Plastique looks amazing. She's always looked amazing. She still looks amazing. I don't think anything's changed.
No.
Personality-wise, has anything really changed? No. All that's changed is Alyssa Edwards, her drag mother, has come and given her a bit of...
And we've found out a little bit more about her background.
Yes, and this is the thing, is RuPaul's Drag Race has now become so overproduced that as soon as that as soon as that conversation was happening between Plastique and RuPaul, I knew that there was going to be this, this story arc, this journey that she's going to go on, and then she was inevitably going to win the challenge, the main challenge.
Yeah.
When, to be honest, I think Brooklyn and Evie were better than her in the challenge.
Yes. If it comes down to visuals, and like design challenge, I think Evie was
killed
really
it.
Good,
yeah,
really good.
But you know what? I am prepared to take on board that this is a reality TV show, and we need stuff like this to keep the season going. So I'm prepared to override the fact that Plastique still looks the same and still has
it
a
felt
lack of
very
personality.
coaxed. It was the whole okay, now Plastique, tell me about this.
Yes.
Oh, so where's the personality? And then your mum comes in, the drag
Yeah.
It all felt like it was a journey leading towards, because again, every design challenge she's always done really well.
Yes.
So it wasn't really like and it was really well done.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really,
it didn't wow me in the same way
really
that Evie wowed me or Brooklyn wowed me.
Because let's not forget that Evie was doing glamour.
Exactly. She was. She really was. And, she's never really done glamour before, and I thought she looked amazing.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
So, the bottom 2 turned out to be...
Akira
and Raja O'Hara.
Yeah. I think Raja deserved it.
Yes.
Akira, again, it was simple.
I think in comparison to everybody else,
but that looked well made.
It did, yes. I mean, it's very obvious she knows how to sew, she knows how to put an outfit together. But in comparison to everyone else, I kind of agree with that bottom 2. The lip sync song this episode was
Strut by Sheena Easton. I'd never heard it.
I'd never heard it before. I think the American market obviously had heard of it. I mean,
it's a very drag.
Yes. And Sheena Easton was way more huge in the US than she was in Europe.
Was she really?
Yeah. So, amazing lip sync, which, I think was won fairly and squarely by Akira.
Yes. Yeah, Raja was kind of...
Raja needed to go. I was just so bored of Raja by the end.
I was getting to the point where she is a good queen,
yes,
but her constant put-downs of the other queens,
it
was just like, you don't need to go there, just take it on board and just move on.
And we're talking about production and we're talking about, barriers and walls. Her instant, I think her exit line was something to do with the ultimate ghetto queen or something like that.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you saw the walls coming up, and I was like, if ghetto-ness is all you can rely on, you gotta go.
Yeah, it was just, I've never been a fan, especially on this show or in life, when someone's confronted that they get the claws out.
Yes.
And it's just...
I mean, one thing I want to say, we grew up in the ghetto.
We did.
We grew up in Brixton in the 80s and the 90s, basically.
Yeah, and it was
a ghetto.
Yeah.
But we've never allowed the ghetto to rule our life. We've never allowed it to stop us being ourselves.
It was very hard growing up in that element, especially being LGBT.
Yeah.
And going through Section 28.
Yeah.
But, some people, deal with it differently.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is a reality TV show.
Yeah.
And, and her automatically going to the vicious, it was just, it was, I felt for her because that can happen to all of us.
Yeah.
To be confronted by it, but like maybe take a moment. You know what? Why am I constantly being bombarded with these same criticisms?
Yeah.
Why are people saying this?
Okay, before we wrap up, give me your top 5 as of now that you think are going to the top 5.
Okay, plastic. No, I lie. Brooklyn. Silky. Evie. So that's 3.
Yeah.
Vanjie. Nina.
Okay, I agree with 4 of them. I would take out Nina and probably put in Plastique.
Yeah.
Not because that I'd want her in there, simply because I see the way her narrative is going. And you know how Drag Race works.
Yeah.
So I'd say they are the top 5.
Okay, who do you think is going to go next?
Ooh.
Or who deserves to go next?
Oh my
Those
gosh,
are 2
that's
different
tough.
things.
Yeah. Oh god, that's hard. I have to say,
Yeah.
I think Sugar's gonna go next.
Yeah, I think Sugar's going to go.
Yeah.
She hasn't really got much screen time. So,
I think Sugar's gonna go next. I just have a
Sugar.
feeling, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar, and then I think Plastique is going to go.
You think
Soon
it's
enough.
one of those? Ooh,
Oh,
hello.
hello.
I'm very popular today.
Oh, well. 2 things make you popular?
Ting ting.
Oh, ting, ting, ting.
Ting ting. Well, you do say 2 things make you popular.
They
so
do.
Ting ting.
I like it.
Right. On that note, honeys. So we shall see you next week for the episode 8 reviews of RuPaul's Drag Race. But until then, honeys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other,
Yes.
do everything we would do.
Always.
And until next week, bye!